My God, when they said interviewing a pirate,
Cheers to you, my good man. How are you doing today?
Mr. Barnacle Bill, what a pleasure. How are you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm doing good. A little worse for wear. Last night sailed into this morning. You know how it goes. Hello, Samson.
All of your lawlessness has kept you having to keep ahead of the game, hey, Barnacle Bill?
How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm good, thank you. I'm actually super excited about this interview because coming to America, coming to Hollywood, then having this podcast and this channel, and I get to interview amazing characters and hear amazing journeys and stories from people like you, Barnacle Bill. And we will get into your book. I just want to go first into who you are. I have your book with me that your publisher sent to me. Thank you, Barnacle Bill.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I love all the lawlessness. You must have been born a rebel.
Well, you gotta send me your address. I'll send you the first one.
Oh, I'm sure there must be a radical version, Barnacle Bill.
Yes, it started off as a goof. You know, my wife, after I lost my record deal in rock and roll, she's saying, you have all these amazing stories, you know, from the road or whatnot, you know. And so she says, why don't you just pin them all down, you know, for the whole world to see. And so I did, and I took it tongue in cheek, and within a year and a half, you know, I had a worldwide cult following, and the name Barnacle Bill Bedlam is almost a branded name now, you know.
That's where we get started. This is about boom. Barnacle Bill. So hey, that's it. High five. So Barnacle Bill, let's go back in time. To before you became this lawless, radical, tall ship pirate. What got you into this world? This fantasy world, really, it is. Even from your book, it's just such a fantasy world. There's a lot going on inside of you, Barnacle Bill. Take us on that journey from how you got into the character and where you are today.
Well, I grew up singing in rock and roll, you know, and so I've never really, I've always lived in my own little fantasy world, you might say. And so when I lost the record deal, I had to find a new way to make a complete ass out of myself. So here I am. Now, you know, you have to live in your own surreal environment at times. It's the only way to stay sane, rather, in this world, in this day and age. I keep telling myself it's not the 1970s anymore.
No, it's not. And Barnacle Bill, but really, that is you, right? I mean, your thoughts, your actions, even your stories, it's really in you, right? There's something in you that's drawing this energy, this passion, and it is. It's a hero's journey. And you know what I'm talking about because you're from Hollywood. It is a hero's journey, right?
Right. Yeah, I've always been a rebellious sort, you know. I guess that was partly what led me to music, but I grew up in pirates is sort of a part of my heritage. I grew up 5 years old alligator hunting down here in Florida with my two crazy uncles, and you know, it's just my whole lot comes from the black streak down the back kind of thing, you know. It is my true passion, you know. It goes with that old saying: when freedom is outlawed, only outlaws will be free.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sure you must love your. What is your favorite drink? Is it rum like all the other pirates, or is it your own concoction?
Oh, I love rum. As a matter of fact, I have to tell you the story. I did the opening night for Pirates of Penzance. I'd play music every now and then down in St. Pete, and the people from Captain Morgan, I should show it to you, it's on my mantelpiece, gave me my own brand of rum, Captain Bedlam rum.
That's superb.
You know, that rum company, Morgan Rum. Morgan.
Absolutely. So,
Yeah, so that was a proud moment. Right now, I've got a red eye, you know, the old bloody beer,
yes,
uh, tomato juice and grog.
you,
Or bloody Mary mix, what have you.
you've added some healthiness with the bad stuff to kind of equal it out to make it a level.
Right, right. You know, it kind of fell into that, you know. It's an old pirate. I've never known any pirates that don't like rum or grog, you know, and I've run with quite a few of them. I used to run this pirate guild in, up north. I had about 165 people in my fold. You know?
Wow,
We would do events and rent fairs and festivals up and down the East Coast. And my name just started getting out there more and more. And just ask Marnie, you know, I just did a gig in Seattle just last summer. You know, I'm coming here, going there, it's I'm really loving where the character in my book is going. And if I could just stay home long enough, I could finish book number 3 that I
oh, fantastic.
3/4 of the way through.
Fantastic. So, Barnacle Bill, you grew up in Florida chasing alligators. I know what that's like because I've actually been. I've been to Florida. My favorite is, of course, Miami, but I've been to many places in Florida. I've also been to the bayous in New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans about 3 times.
Right.
To me, those worlds, there's a whole nother world to Southern California, are
Right.
treacherous. I've been in the bayous. I was out there for 7 days. I mean, it messed with my head. It messed with my body and my mind. And I was out there doing a reality TV show, and it transforms, it changes you. So you went from this kind of alligator hunting, growing up lifestyle in Florida, came out to California. What kind of a band were you in? What was that music like? And who did you associate with, and who were you playing with and hanging out?
You mean in Southern California?
Yeah, before Barnacle Bill, when you were the rock star, now you're the lawless pirate.
Right. Well, my home away from home is a place called the Rainbow Bar and Grill on Sunset Street in West Hollywood.
I know it very well.
They had a
very well.
Just ask, well, you can't ask Mario. God love you. Rest in peace, Mario. I miss you so much. But yes, that was my home away from home because I only live right down the street off of Fuller Avenue, you know. And I had a condo in the Hollywood Hills just below Errol Flynn's old estate with a couple of other musicians, and yeah, I'm lucky to be alive.
I know you. I spent 16 years in Hollywood, and actually, I had dinner with no, it wasn't Eddie Van Halen. I had dinner there with Frank Sinatra's bodyguard. It was very interesting. And then I've also at the Rainbow. I've been there a few times because I've gone to a few gigs at the Roxy, you know, and so forth, and seen some gigs there. So, but that Hollywood scene is very wild and interesting and fascinating and dark and light, radical and smooth, and ultimately there's a lot of business to be made. There's also a lot of corruption. It's a world of so much diversity and so much entertainment and education. I mean, my 16 years in Hollywood changed me and blew my mind, and even helped me understand my faith at a whole other dimension, because it's you elevate yourself. You're not just an average Joe anymore. Going from a 9-to-5 job in Hollywood, you have to kick back. You have to be badass. You have to go out hunting every day. You have to be, I mean, I was an executive assistant for almost 6.5 years, and under that extreme pressure and working with celebrities and those big deals and the big productions I've worked on, Barnacle Bill, it changes you. You become a machine.
Well, I miss LA and Hollywood sometimes so much, but I came there in the late '80s and lived there close to 20 years, you know, through the '90s, and I was a big part of the rock and roll scene there, headlining shows at the Whiskey A Go Go, the Roxy Theater, the Weston's Troubadour, the Marquee Club, and on and on and on. FM station where I met my lovely bride, and but back then, you know, the streets were lined with all of these musicians and hairheads doing the same thing, and you couldn't even walk down Sunset Strip. I did a book tour just 2 years ago, Southern California, and it's like a ghost town. It made me sad, you know, because It was a mecca of the music industry at one point in time, and now I don't know, man. Everyone's passing away, disappearing. I don't know where they're going.
No, I believe you. You're right. You're right. I got into film because I was a fashion designer from South Africa, came to Hollywood to get into fashion industry, landed up in Hollywood. And I remember back then, I mean, premieres and the parties and you see so many celebrities. You'd be out and about having so much fun. Now, it's almost like it's just all business, Barnacle Bill. There's no more passion and excitement anymore. And there's not even good content coming out anymore. It's all recyclable, old stuff that they've remade or remaking. And there really isn't anything new besides maybe some new TV shows that John Logan's working on. There's a new show coming out called Penny Dreadful. That's unique and wild and different. That's an HBO. That's awesome. But there really isn't anything fresh and new out there that I feel is going to be timeless, like the bands back in the days and even some of the DJs. Today, it's so quick and so fast and fierce, Barnacle. I don't know who's who anymore. And they go away so fast.
Well, I must tell you, all of that stuff in LA went downhill when I moved away. You know, it's like Kong Skull Island. Once King Kong was killed off, there was no mystery, no intrigue anymore, you know? All just a bunch of drunks.
Hey, Barnacle, but before we go on, who's your friend? Who's your friend on your shoulder?
This is Shot Glass Sam. He is my henchman, my best friend. He protects me. He's drawn blood on a couple of people that snuck up behind me at festivals. Very bad idea. Yeah, he's my bodyguard, you might say.
Yes, so he's probably meaner than anybody else we know besides you.
He likes a good Bud Light every now and then, and I've had him ever since he was 5 years old. And he speaks when he wants to, you know, and it's just a pleasure to have aboard.
So Barnacle Bill, you went from being a rock star in Hollywood and just touring all over the place, opening up, being a headliner band for some of the big rock star bands. You lost your record deal and you became Barnacle Bill. How did that transformation happen to becoming a real, live, 21st century friggin' pirate?
How did that happen?
Yeah, the transformation, Barnacle Bill.
Oh, the transition. Yes, like I said, I always had these rebels running in my family, so we always sort of to the left of the norm, if you might say. And so at that point in time, when the rock and roll was starting to slow down, all these pirate festivals were starting to spring up with people cosplay, I guess you might say, living their lives vicariously. And I went to one, and then I went to another, and I went to one of my favorites is Tybee Island, Georgia, hosts one of the largest pirate festivals in the States.
Very nice.
And I went there in a white shirt. My first time there, like I just fell off the ship, you know. And I said, wow, this is so cool. One of these days I'm going to MC this festival. And within a few years, because of book sales, I used to go there, sell books, and I know a lot of people on the island. They take care of me. I love them all. I've headlined that festival. I even led the parade for 4 or 5 years now.
Wow, Barnacle Bill, fantastic.
Yes, I just went and saw Marty up in Seattle and hosted a festival up there, their biggest pirate festival in the Northwest. Rusty Scupper Pirate Days, they call it. And before I forget, Marty asked me to send you a big dating game kiss. There you are.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Barnacle Bill. I appreciate that. Barnacle Bill, I know I lived in, I was in Dana Point for about 4 years of my life, and I remember there's also a pirate or some kind of a ship festival there in Dana Point. Have you been to that festival by any chance?
No, I used to go down there, down in Monterey and stuff like that, hang out down there in Orange County a lot, you know, playing clubs down there and whatnot, hanging out at the beach bars. But I never, I wasn't into it back in those days. And like I said, it was just culminating then. So you got to see something special.
No, thank you, thank you. What I want to do, Barnacle Bill, is can you tell us one of the most outrageous live things you've experienced being your character, Barnacle Bill?
I live my life in character, my friend. It's every day. You know, I this is my world. I gotta live near the sea. You know, it's in my blood, and I've never been much to follow the rules, so I sort of go my own way. And it's just wild with birds eating your hats, as you say.
Right, absolutely.
It's just been the wildest time. The life of piracy has been the wildest time. I met so many wonderful people, and I had no idea when I started writing. What I did is I took a lot of my rock and roll road stories, incorporated them into Pirate Verbatim, spun 2 books out of them, and I'm working on number 3. And the people just sort of dug it, and the people that know me appreciate it even more, you know, because they know I'm a little hard to handle once in a while.
I'm sure you are. So let's do this, Barnacle Bill. Let's end it here, because I want to get into your books, but I want you to give us, like, if I want to contact you, if I want to reach out to you and have you come to my festival, or just even have you come open up a show for me or something, how would anybody contact you, Barnacle Bill?
You will contact me at barnaclebillbedlam.com, or through my publisher, Marty Melville at Doce, Blant, or if you don't stop doing that, my email, barnaclebillox@aol.com, and I'll be more than happy to come run and bring my pirate show to you.
And bring his rum. So what I'll do is I'll put all of Barnacle Bill's contact details in the description box below. Reach out to him. As you can see, Barnacle Bill is the real deal. He is phenomenal. He's amazing, and he's a modern day lawless pirate. So reach out to him. Also, please subscribe to this channel. It helps. Click the like button, crush the bell button. It helps with analytics in YouTube. Helps with the show. Barnacle Bill, give us one going away statement for the audience, please.
Well, don't forget, you can also find me on Facebook under Barnacle Bill Bedlam.
Oh, nice. There you go. So if you're looking for a lawless pirate, a hoodlum of 21st century modern day society, it's Barnacle Bill at his Facebook page.
You want a statement of eyeline, do you?
Something that's so Barnacle Bill that will only hear it come from your mouth, Barnacle Bill.
Well, I always use this in speaking of my book, The Tales of Barnacle Bill. And buy The Tales of Barnacle Bill today. It'll cure what ails you.
Thank you so much. Hey guys, there you have it. This is actually an awesome. I had to do this interview just because I want to brag and I was like, I actually interviewed a real life pirate. So I've done it. I'm really happy. So thank you for your time, Barnacle Bill.
I live my life this way. I have a sailboat right down the road here, and right next to the sailboat is this little pub, and they see me coming and going in full pirate garb, and I go to the bar and I get my Colwyn, and all these people in their luau shirts are going, something going on there. I'll sail in and out of there, you know.
Yeah, what planet am I on? What time frame am I in? Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Barnacle Bill, for your time.
Well, I've loved this time together, and I can't thank you enough, my good man. And cheers to you. Let's do it again soon, eh?
Yeah, cheers, Barnacle Bill.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay.
Cheers.